You want to hop back into the other room, and that way you could hear me from there?
I'll just dance.
Or we could dance. Yeah, we could have a dance party.
Right. Got it. Thank you, Mark. That was genius.
Hey, I see.
Okay, anyway.
So we do have a question from Jimmy. He wants to know, okay, so when she said that you're not working anymore with the interface, she says buttons. I wish you go full code me too. Hold on, let me read this again.
I can see it as well. But I like you reading it because it sounds funny.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, let me try. So I wish to go full code me too. Even for content, but it means that you have to convince clients. So how do you do this?
Okay, so I wouldn't suggest this for clients. This is not built, and that was like the kind of funny thing I was trying to say when I'm saying goodbye Prismic, goodbye WordPress, goodbye Storyblock, etc. You're not going to convince your clients unless you're going to teach them all Git, and that's not going to happen. Maybe in the future, but not now, not at least for the next 10 years. So pretty much, like, the real reason content is built is for developers. It was built so that we could build the Nuxt website because we had two repos, right? We had a repo for the API, for the content, we had a repo for the code. And it was a nightmare because when someone wrote a blog post, they'd write the content of the blog post, but the image was in the other repo, and they had to make 2 pull requests at the same time, and then you had to like release them, and it was like a nightmare. So we built content for us, for our use case as developers. It's not built for clients. If somebody comes along like Storyblock and Prismic and decide to make something magic happen between the two, then that would be awesome. But you then still use their third party because we don't have a dashboard or a user interface.
So I take it we have to wait for Nuxt 10 then in 10 years?
Yeah, Nuxt 10, and then, but then Git won't exist and it'll be like something else. We'll just speak into it. We'll say like, hey Siri, publish code, and then it will just like publish, Or like Siri just like came on board.
Just, hey Siri, just write an app that does ...
Yeah.
Oh no, Siri, shut up.
The Netlify CMS has a feature which is an MD file to your repo. So I haven't played with, like, I know someone's wrote a blog post about forestry and that works, right? And I haven't tried it out, but it works because they got it working. With Netlify CMS, it places a file, like the content, in a folder. So I'm sure if you told the Netlify CMS to call it content, that it might work. But I haven't played with it, but I can't see it not working. But yeah. I don't know. Why do you all want buttons and user interfaces? Seriously?
So Debbie, any new hobbies you picked up during the pandemic? I know you've been having an awesome life.
Well, not really, because during the pandemic, when it was like pure lockdown, we weren't allowed to leave. So I couldn't leave this space at all, right? And I have a balcony just out here. So I was able to go out to the balcony and look over the edge, and, you see nothing. So it's like, okay, great. I do have a roof terrace, so that was good, but it wasn't like hot enough really for sunbathing or anything. So I could go up to my roof terrace. But that was it. We weren't allowed on the street. So I used to go running around my roof terrace. Now, my roof terrace is the size of my apartment, which is not that big. It's big for Mallorca, so it's like 3-bedroom apartments. So that's kind of, big, but it's not big, right? So I would actually go running, and I ended up doing 10 kilometers around in circles. You have to change every kilometer because we like feel it on the ankles because you're like literally running in circles. But that was the only thing that kept me sane. That and taekwondo on the roof as well, which I could practice my patterns and, yeah.
Wait, so who was your sparring partner?
So not sparring, just patterns.
I have no idea. Oh, I see. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, and then we just do movements and stuff. But then we did start to do classes, and then you could do sparring one-on-one. So if I'm here, and I punch like this, then you've got to attack back. You do one attack back. So go on, punch me. And then I come at you, right? And then Shadow Fighter, exactly. It's exactly the same thing. Like, you do it sometimes in the gym where you're not doing contact just because you haven't got the sparring gear on. So you just do no contact. Same thing. You just have to try and not hit the camera.
So but this is perfect for social distance.
Yeah. It's terrible, this whole social distance thing. But yeah, it could be worse. I mean, I can't complain. Things could be worse. There's people living in smaller places and worse off places and have less things than us. So it is what it is. And it will just be like that for a while. I was going to say it will get better, but it's not going to get better for a while.
It'll be over. It'll be over soon.
it'll be Nux 6 will be out.
If it's over before Nux 10, I think we're good.
Pretty much. But yeah, there's a lot of cool things coming to Nuxt. So it's kind of really exciting to see like all the stuff we're working on. So like Nuxt content was like, it's like what, literally 3 months old even, and like the amount it's grown since we first built it. Because when we built it, it wasn't working how we wanted to work. It didn't have like deep to get into the folders and stuff. So then that was added, and as things wouldn't work for us, we then started adding new things. And then like obviously the content docs, that's also built for us because we have so many modules, and it's kind of hard to keep up with modules and stuff. And it's better if they all have the same documentation and everyone knows where to go, how to get what they want. And it wasn't like we didn't build it to compete with UPress. We built it to make all our docs easier for our maintainers, so that they can just build a module. You want documentation? Here, just run this command, bang, now you've got everything. Just write your documentation, done. So yeah.
What would you say is your number one, like your favorite thing that's coming out next?
The integrations page. So like we have so many modules, but it's so hard to find them. And I know as a Nuxt user, when I was working in the agencies, you don't know what you have, right? Until you go on Twitter and you see someone else using something, or you go to a conference and you see it and you go, oh my God, I didn't know about that. And it's like 1.5 years old, right? It's not a new module. So if we have one place where you can go to, where you can filter for modules, where you can find everything, and like, I want to, like, it's still a work in progress, but I want to like connect it with like articles and stuff. So, if you find that module, you find a tutorial with it, like not created by me, because otherwise it will be Nuxt 20 by the time it's out, right? Created by the community, someone's created a great article for a Storyblock. So let's put that article in that, Storyblock module, so that then they have everything like easy to find. We want to make it easy to find, basically. That's the kind of, that's the plan. Like, let's make people coming into Nuxt, there's a lot of new people coming into Nuxt. And let's make it so it's so easy to find everything that it's just like they'll stay using Nuxt forever.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Hey, Raul.
All right, Debbie. Thank you so much for your time. I think our break is up in like 2 minutes or so.
Forever. I like people. I like talking. Can we just?
I know. I miss this, right? Like just talking to someone.
It's just like, it kind of feels normal, even though the world's like listening to you, but it kind of feels like at least there's some normality in the world.
Yeah, I'm trying to pretend no one's watching.
Yeah, well, that's when my husband and his friend came in last night, and they started dancing when I was dancing, and he just looked at the screen and he said, oh, you were just on a call with one person. I went, no, you were actually like live out to Argentina, America, and Canada, and everywhere in the world. He said, what?
Live stream.
Never walk into my office.
All right, Debbie. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.